Welcome back to Gurner Down Under TV. Just gonna skip all that intro stuff. Just like, subscribe, you know what to do, please, people. So ready to come here and say Porto freaking impressed me, man. They impressed me. They were a lot livelier, more energetic, but I don't even care about talking about them right now. We'll get into them later. At the moment, what the hell were we doing to end that game? What were we doing? I have no idea. The last 5-10 minutes, poor clearances, poor touches, laziness, walking around. We need a deep Champions League run this season. We need it. We cannot go out in the round of 16. We cannot. Arsenal is already considered sort of a joke in Europe. Teams don't take us seriously. Porto has a lot more pedigree than we do. We need to try and start making a name for ourselves. Whether we win it or not, of course winning's the end goal, but we just need to start making ourselves relevant again. Because at the moment, all it looks like is any time we verse any random Portuguese team in any competition, Sporting, Porto, we can't handle it. We can't handle it. Declan Rice, I don't know what he was doing for that goal. I don't want to get on Declan too much because, of course, he's been such a great player this season. But just letting Galeno run to him, not even run, walk to him. He's just standing still, not even trying to contest, not trying to block him off, not trying to close in on the space. Just let Galeno shoot. Just let him shoot. I know a lot of people might be looking at Raya for that goal, but for me, that's Declan Rice. He should not be able to get that shot off. The whole team was walking, but you were at least the one that had to close down your man. Everyone, I don't know, arrogance, what it was, but what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Did you think Porto weren't going to score? Did you think the game was done? Were you tired? If it's tiredness, tell the manager. Don't be a hero, go off. We've got another game in a couple days. You don't need to overexert yourself. I know it's physical, I know it's intense, but you don't need to be a hero because this is what happens. This is what happens. In one split second, it goes from not a bad result. Let's take it back to the Emirates and now let's get our job done. It's now crap. We have to not only win, but now we've got to start winning 2-0. Unless if we want to go into extra time penalties, which is not what I want to do. I don't know though. I don't know. Today, just in general, I thought Declan Rice, Gabriel, their touch, they could not control the ball. The ball was just spraying so far off them. The whole team looking sloppy. I'm going to give Porto their credit first. I think that's what deserves to happen because they really impressed me. Maybe I was an arrogant fan as well. I don't watch Liga NOS that much, unless if it's like a random Brazilian prodigy going there. Even then, it's usually just highlights. But Porto, they were on it. Missing their best player, by the way. I guess their best player, Mehdi Taremi, their sort of gunman. But they did not look like they were missing anyone. They were on it, energetic, not giving us any damn room to breathe. That's typically what we were doing last season. They were on us. We were not comfortable at all, especially that first half. Anytime we got past that halfway line, it was sort of a countdown of how long we're going to take till we lose the ball. That's how good they were defensively. I thought, honestly, that first half was probably the best team we've played this season. We've played Liverpool, we've played City, all those teams. They did not make us look that bad, though. They did not contain us that well. They did not, just stifle us out of the game. I can't even remember a good shot we had. And if anything, Galeno probably should have scored in that first half where he hit the post, came back to him, had the rebound and just went wide. Porto put it on us and we could not even fight back. Their players were physical, they were roughing us up. Not until maybe late in that second half we finally started doing something back, but they bullied us. It was just all over. All over. I'm not sure how they play away from home. Maybe, hopefully, when they come to the Emirates, we have our crowd, we can be a little bit more lively. Maybe they buckle. I don't know, to be honest, as I have some random moustache hairs in my mouth. I'm not too sure. I hope they do, though. If they play with that intensity, it's going to be damn tough. And, oh, man, if we get out at the round of 16, I'm going to flip. I am going to flip. It was so poor as well. We had the game tied. Why? Why not just finish the game off? There was 20 seconds to go. You're all walking. It's done. It is what it is. It is what it is. Stupid blanket statement. I guess we're just going to go with it because there's no explanation. We're just going to have to use those sort of things. Lineup-wise, same thing we've been dominating other teams with. We just couldn't do it in Porto. And I guess this goes to show maybe in the Champions League is where we need Jesus. This is not an excuse at all. These players should have done better. But when you think about it, he's sort of the one that's been doing everything in the Champions League. All the times we're breaking teams down, all the good play has sort of come through him. He hasn't really replicated in the Premier League, but Champions League, where it's a little bit, I'll say a little bit more skillful. Not every team sort of just run and gun, pace and power. They, intricate. They've got some skills. That's sort of Jesus's wheelhouse. I think maybe he can do a little bit more in the Champions League, but we need him damn fit. We need him fit, and honestly, it doesn't look like he's anywhere to be seen. Every time it's a small niggle for Jesus, it's at least a month injury, and honestly, I think we already know we need more in that striker position, but more and more I think about it, we just need some more because way too many of our players are just not dependable. Partey's back, but by the time he gets into the team, he's probably going to pick up another training injury. But also, I'm going on a tangent. I'm going to reel myself back in. Same lineup. We just weren't able to do the same thing. We weren't able to control Porto at all. We were never able to pin them back. Even we had a lot of the ball, especially that first half. It was just right here at the back where they wouldn't care. They would let us have the ball. Anytime we got past that halfway line, bam, they clamp at us. They clamp at us. Or clamp? Can't even freaking talk. They clamp it off us, and they steal the ball. Or they foul us. Man, Porto were good. Porto were good. I can't even say much else other than that. I can't even say much else about them. They really, really impressed me. Even the likes of Pepe was physical. Wendell and João Mario at fullbacks, I thought contained Saka and Martinelli really well. Saka had some joy in parts. Even then, his joy was maybe getting a little bit of space and passing it to the one open player who really had no chance of scoring anyway. Martinelli, anytime he got the ball, João Mario was clamped on him. Just wouldn't let us breathe, man. I really thought this was not going to be an easy tie, but I really thought this was going to be alright for us. I really did, but I don't know what it is about Portuguese teams and us. We just cannot crack it. Only good thing is Galeno missed his chance. It's 1-0, not 2. At least there's that. At the Emirates, we just need to score an early goal. Maybe we can pin them, just keep going back and back and back. But man, we're going to have to really, really up our levels, dude. Our bench as well. We need more off this bench. We're going to need our gunmen back. Gunmen? We didn't even have gunmen. Our main players back. Partey, if he maybe is back for that second game, could really help in controlling that physical aspect against him. We need Jesus back. I think it's a couple weeks now till the next tie. He needs to be back. I don't want to hear anything about setbacks. What is it? It was meant to be a small knee injury. We need him back. Trossard, I thought he offered nothing, but also I'm not going to get too much on him because neither did Havertz, Martinelli, Saka, Odegaard, really. I thought at times Ben White did okay inverting and then choosing a right time to overlap, but all it did was really win us corners. Our corners were pathetic today. Same thing over and over. Porto sussed us out nice and quick. Didn't really do anything after that. Kivior, I'll give him his props. Thought he had some nice little intricate skills, passing. But even then, didn't really do us anything at all. So the thing is, when it's a game like this, maybe we're getting tired. We're not able to keep that performances up. Because the first half, I'll give Porto credit. Second half, I thought it was just a bit of a cagey game. Nothing really happening. It was a bit flat from both teams. Porto weren't doing the same thing they were doing in that first half. We just weren't able to really capitalize. And then, when you're looking to the bench about who's going to come in and change the game, don't have much at all. Jorginho came on, controlled it a little bit more, but even then, not really. Are you really relying on Smith Rowe and Ketia Nelson to win you some European ties? That's going to be a long day. For now, I'm done. Please let me know what you thought about the game. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let's have a bit of a chat. Oh, we have Newcastle on the weekend as well. What made it worse? I was keeping that eye on the Liverpool-Luton game. Luton were up 1-0, and I just thought, we knew Liverpool were going to get back into it, but you just hoped it would maybe be a draw. Maybe they wouldn't be able to get that first goal back for a little while longer, push it out. Maybe it was late minute goal. As soon as they get it, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, Liverpool are just, once they get that little bit of rhythm, it's just they flip like a switch. I think that made this defeat even worse. The fact that Liverpool won, could have been a day where we closed in on that point differential there in the Premier League. But it's just not the case. Just not the case. I'm pissed. I'm done. I'm done. Please like and subscribe. Please, even more importantly, just take care of yourselves. I'll see you in that next video.